Bangkok, Thailand, as we have a big night of action coming your way, and it's all brought to you by Songchai Ratanasuban. This bout coming your way, ladies and gentlemen, scheduled 5 rounds of Muay Thai, features fighters in the welterweight division. Introducing first on my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing red trunks with white trim and hailing from Paris, France. He weighed in at 144 pounds with a record of 40 wins and 7 losses. He has 13 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome a fighter known as Dida. And his opponent across the ring on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing blue trunks with white trim, fighting out of northeastern Thailand. His weight the same as his opponent, 144 pounds. In his 103 professional bouts, his record stands at 75 wins, 25 losses, and 3 draws, with 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Introducing the Madness, Tanongsak sa Prantalay.
Jimmy Lennon Jr. making history in Muay Thai. First time that any non-Thai ring announcer has been invited to open a fight here at Lumpini. Jimmy rises to the occasion every time.
Dida is one of the strongest European Muay Thai fighters, but that should come as no surprise when you consider where his talents were molded.
I was in love with Thai boxing, and I'm coming in Thailand to try to learn Thai boxing. And in Thailand, I discovered, nice people, very sweet, and I was in love of Thailand too, Thai boxing and Thailand. At the beginning, people watching you like a clown, like something very funny.
Oh, a clown, you were saying?
You're a clown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because you arrive in Thailand, you all white, you have no technical, you have nothing, and people, Thai people, like fun, and it was you have kick, you're all red, and you have pain on your legs, and you say pain. It's funny for them, Sometimes you make pratique, with young guy, more tough than us, people like, make fun of you. And after step by step, you start to prove, you can do something.
The fans of the sport in Lumpini Stadium, how do they affect how you fight? They're so noisy, they're so into the fight, into the betting. Does it affect you at all?
Me? No. When I come in the ring, I'm focused. I hear nothing. No, I don't care.
He just doesn't care. Coming up, Dida Diafat will fight for the first time at Lumpini Stadium. He'll go against a Thai fighter whose pride is on the line. And the all-important Y Crew ceremony sets the tone for the upcoming bout. It pays homage to one's mentors and is a time to prepare mentally for what's to follow in the ring. And that is up for debate here tonight. Thai fighters are toughest at home, but Dida is a powerhouse Euro fighter.
Perhaps the best Muay Thai fighter in Europe, certainly the best in the welterweight and light welterweight categories. He's had several classic battles with Ramon Dakar.
His opponent, Tanongsak, with some extensive prayers in each corner of the ring. We assume he will then proceed to the center of the ring for the continuation of the Y Crew and the bowing of the head in the direction of those who are most important to him in his career.
When we come back, Dida Diafat will put it on the line against Tanongsak on Strikeforce.
Some real battles here on Strikeforce. his 12-round freestyle rules fight against Pete Cunningham several years ago in Paris. One of the most action-packed fights we've ever seen in Strikeforce. This battle tonight proves to be just as exciting.
Look for Dida to start the action as soon as he can. Stark contrast to what Thai fighters usually do in the first 2 rounds with a slow learning process. And actually, it's Tanongsak who probably realizes the European fighters like to start out quickly, and Tanongsak trying to get the upper hand right away. There's a bit of surprise, Mike.
I think Tanongsak is trying to let Dida know, I'm not going to just make this a feel-out first round. I'm going to come back at you just as hard as you come at me.
You see the power in those kicks. That one lifted Dida off the mat just about an inch and back.
Very powerful kicks by Tanongsak here. Straight front kicks to the midsection and roundhouses to the upper thigh, keeping Dida back. The style differences between the European and Thai fighters is already apparent. You see Dida leading with left jabs. The Thai fighters don't jab. They use the hands only for straight punches. Seldom do they uppercut or hook.
It will be interesting to see how much Dida throws knee strikes. It's not a normal tactic outside of Thailand.
The knee strikes are de-emphasized in Europe in favor of boxing skills and leg kicks. The Thais kick more to the body, not so much to the legs. And they emphasize above all else effective knee strikes inside.
Tanongsak trying to throw some elbows as round 1 comes to a close. Mike, we've talked to the European fighters coming in here to Lumpini, and they pretty much know they've got to put their opponent down to win. Do you think that's the story with Dida?
Well, I think so. I think that the judges here look for a certain style. The Thai fighters know that style. The Europeans coming in don't. Dida is obviously, from what we saw in the first round, the better boxer with his hands, and he kicks better to the legs. And I think that Dida is going to have to go for a knockout up top to the head in order to win here tonight.
An awful lot of pressure on a European fighting for the first time in the Yankee Stadium of Thai boxing. There is the blue corner of Tanongsak as he prepares for round 2. And he has shown he's going to go all out on every round. He knows that Dida was coming in, would probably break tradition and fight from the very first moment. So Tanongsak was not going to be sucked in to being passive. He, in fact, was the aggressor in round 1, and he picks up the pace in round 2. Dida with a big right elbow. Elbows also de-emphasized in other parts of the world in Muay Thai. But as I said, Dida was trained here enough to know how to use those pointy elbows.
I think Dida's following a good strategy here. He's not trying to get inside and knee strike, something he's unfamiliar with compared to the Thais. Instead, he's using what he knows best: leg kicks, hand strikes, and elbows. If he keeps that up, he's got a good shot at winning this bout by knockout.
Dida getting some of his own punishment. A series of left jabs from Tanongsak.
Very unusual for a Thai fighter. I get the impression that Tanongsak has studied the style that Dida may be employing and is using a few Western tactics himself. Tanongsak smiling as though to say those didn't hurt, but I believe they did. A lot of electricity and anticipation surrounding this bout, and this crowd is really into it.
Powerful kicks from Tanongsak into the breadbasket of Dida. Dida's back on the kidney area, showing the redness, and his ribs showing the redness of the effects of the kicks from Tanongsak. That is the end of round two. Fairly even so far, but Dida is not going to win an even card fight. We'll be back to Bangkok right after this. There you see the right side ribs of Dida in his corner as he prepares for the third round. Quite a bit of redness on those ribs, Mike.
The left side roundhouse kicks from Tanongsak have taken their toll. Even if those ribs aren't broken, if they're bruised, it hampers the breathing of the fighter. You see on your screen now, Tanongsak, Vaseline covering a gash up high on the left side of his head. We didn't see the strike that caused it, but it could only have been one of the elbows that Dida threw during that round.
Dida up and ready, getting some final instructions. Even one of the Thai fans coming down into the bullpen area of Dida. He's one of the few people in that bullpen area where behind the blue corner of Tanongsak, the place is full. Must be 25 people behind there.
Every one of them thinks they know the strategy he should follow.
But only one man is in the ring from each corner. Dida breaking that tangle with an elbow, just as Tanongsak was going to come up with a knee.
Tremendous action in this bout. There hasn't really been a feeling out period at all. What you see now has gone on all the way since the opening bell.
Oh, the slap of the leg against Dida's ribcage was heard throughout Lumpini.
Both sides of Dida's body are now scarlet. That must be affecting his breathing.
Big leg kick from Tanongsak. Dida using that leg as a slingshot to come back at Tanongsak.
Tanongsak keeps knocking Dida back with front kicks to the body, and they are hard ones, I can tell you. Ringside here, we can hear and feel the way those are landing. Dida seems confident that if he can land those punches, he's going to knock Tanongsak out.
Good right hand from Dida.
Hurt Tanongsak.
Sure did.
Now right hand and a left elbow by Dida. Tanongsak's fighting back.
Great action from round 3, and both fighters raise their hand. Than the other way around.
I'd have Tanongsak ahead at this point. I think he's done very well in being able to counter the different fighting style that Dida has brought into the ring tonight.
Normally, Europeans who come in will show some respect for the Thai and Muay Thai fighting style. Dida, on the other hand, is fighting mostly a European-style fight, but this fight could be anywhere in the world. That's the way this fight's going, basically.
Dida getting treatment mainly for the many kicks he's been taking. Tanongsak scoring with those kicks to the midsection. Dida trying to score with his hands, but Dida may learn that win in Rome. And to try to win this fight, he may have to fight a Thai style if he wants to win on Thai soil.
Ready for round number 4. We are very close to Dida's corner. We got a good look at those ribs in between rounds, and they didn't look good, Mike.
No, they were icing him down between rounds. I think Dida is hurting, particularly on the right side. I would look for Tanongsak to try to exploit that this round. Be firing those roundhouses under the arms.
And a mouse, maybe even a cut under the right eye of Dida.
This is a round that Tanongsak should take the offensive.
Dida really doesn't have to worry, Mike, about winning rounds. He's got to worry about a knockout only.
And he's fought this fight with that in mind. He's ignored most of the things that the Thai judges value most. He's refused to play the knee strike game inside. He's stuck to his punching and leg kick game. Best way for him to score a knockout.
He has about a round and a half left to do it, if indeed he is going to do it.
Dida's best punches of the fight. Right hands off the head of Tanongsak.
It won't put Tanongsak down, but it may soften him up a bit for an elbow that Dida would love to throw inside.
Front kick to the face by Tanongsak. Very classy display of technique by the Thai fighter.
Dida scoring again.
right hand by Dida. He staggered Tanongsak, trying to come in for the kill.
Oh, he did stagger him again. Tanongsak in trouble.
Dida pounding Tanongsak with right hand.
He's running out of time in round 4. A courageous comeback round for Dida. We'll be back with a final round right after this on Strikeforce. And having trouble a little bit breathing.
Prayer in the corner by Tanongsak. Touch gloves to start the last round.
And also saved 10 or 12 seconds for Tanongsak. That all came after the bell. Dida tries the elbow right off the bat. And he'll have none of the knee strikes. Dida's starting to land.
Oh, again, big right hand by Dida. He is picking up where he left off in round 4.
Can the European come into the lion's den and take him out?
Oh my, we have a fight here, Lon. Dida looks like he's going to go like this for the remaining 2 minutes of this fight. Neither fighter backing off. A knee to the face by Tanongsak. Elbow by Dida.
A flying knee strike by Tanongsak. Dida cannot stay in there with those knees flying.
Dida just took 2 heavy knees to the midsection.
And he dished out 3 elbows to Tanongsk's head.
A good front kick to the body by Dida. Dida's arms looking a little heavy.
About a minute and a half left.
I don't know if he's got the punching power left. I think we're going to see Dida go inside with elbows now, try for a TKO. Oh, round kick to the face by Tanongsak. And an elbow strike. Vicious leg kick by Tanongsak and a front kick to the face. This is an incredible fight.
Dida cannot get within range to repeat his success from the last 2 rounds.
Each fighter's got 30 seconds now to show the best he's got. Another right hand by Dida. If he's going to knock Tanongsak out, it's got to come now.
And that is the end of this battle between Dida and Tanongsak. A courageous Dida comes back to his corner.
Unbelievable fight. The crowd was deafening. Now they're silent, anticipating how this decision will go.
The referee has all 3 cards, and let's go to Jimmy Lennon Jr.
After 5 rounds of tremendous action, judges score this bout in favor of the blue corner, Tanongsak Prantalay.
Well, Mike, as we said, Euro's going to have